Hello everybody and welcome back to Getting Artsy with Cindy. Today we're going to talk about hot foiling. So we've got a couple different ways to do hot foiling with toner cards and with the hot foil plates. So I'm going to talk about the differences and talk about the different kinds of foil. So while we're waiting for a couple people to hop on, just make sure you can see us. We want to make sure that we can see your comments. So when you get on, when you hop on, I'd love to know if you guys have done the hot foil plates or the hot foil with toner or both or not at all. Kind of gives us an idea of where you guys are. So, and I hope you can pick up a few tips today as we talk about them. So let's see, Missy's here today, and so she will be able to see your comments. We're going live on Facebook as well as YouTube. So hopefully we'll be able to see you both, and we'll respond probably to the Facebook comments and come back to the YouTube ones at a later time. So, okay, so let's go ahead and again, we're going to talk about both kinds of foiling. This card here is using a hot foil plate. It's our star. I've already heated this up, so I don't want to, that's too hot to pick up. This is our night sky star. So we're going to do one with this. And then this one is our toner cards. And it comes in a pack. So the hot foil plate you can use over and over again. The toner cards, like this comes with 8 sheets. But once they're done, you create your card with the toner sheets. And then you just need to get more toner sheets. So there's a little bit of a difference. But a difference in price too. So these are a lot cheaper, but the plates you can use over and over again. So let's go ahead, and we've got some people hopping on. Oh, great. We've got some people that haven't done it at all, so great. I kind of like that, so you can see kind of what it's all about. So a lot of people have been asking about this. We've done some videos in the past, but I thought it was time to show you guys this again. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around. And there we go. Okay, so again, we're going to talk about both kinds, but let's start with the hot foil plates, all right? And with the hot foil plate, you're going to want a hot foil system. You're going to need a machine. This one is the Glimmer Hot Foil Machine. And this is going to go, this is hot, so let's just put that back on there. This is going to work with a Big Shot, and I'm using my Spellbinders Platinum. So you use this in conjunction with one of your other die cutting machines. There is a die cutting machine. There's the Gemini. With the Gemini die cutting machine, you need to use the Gemini hot foil plate. So both, I've heard great things about both. I did a lot of research when I was deciding to get my Glimmer, and they really do the same thing. This one just works with 2 different machines. The other one is just with the Gemini, so that's why I went with this one. All right. We're going to talk about the foils, but right now I'm using the Glimmer Hot Foil. Well, let me just tell you a little bit about the difference here. This is this kind of foil, the Glimmer Hot Foil foil, does not have, well, let's see. Let's see. All right. What's going to happen is you're going to lay your foil on here, and it's going to heat up. The back of this foil has like an adhesive, and that's what sticks to the paper. When we get to the toner cards, when you heat up the toner cards, the toner gets sticky. So these foils do not have an adhesive on the back. The foil sticks to the toner that's sticky. So that's the difference in your foils. You don't use them. You can't use them for either, like you don't swap them. You have to know the difference. So we'll talk about the toner a little bit more later. Right now we're going to do this one. So this little piece comes out and it slides in, it snaps into place. There's an on-off button back here. So we're going to turn it on. Power is on. I've already had this on for a while, so usually it takes, 5 minutes maybe until the green light turns on. But I've had it on before we started here. So when the green light goes on, that means this is hot enough. I set this on here. This machine comes with a little magnet thing which moves this. When it's this whole big hot plate, this is a little bit heavy, so usually I will slide it instead. It won't totally pick it up because this is kind of big, but you can position it. All right, let's go ahead and do one and play with it. I went ahead and cut a piece of cardstock. I'm using a smooth cardstock. I think it works better. And then I've got this foil that I've cut. You want the pretty side against your plate because that's just the way it is. All right, so we're gonna line this up on here. This does get hot, and it kind of lays down. And then I'm gonna put my cardstock right over the top. Some people will tape that onto their cardstock, and I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna lay it on there. All right, then you get a shim, and you get a clear piece. Okay, so this is what comes with the machine. For me, my die cutting machine, when I just use these, and this is when you would test it on your machine, it didn't seem to get a very deep, I don't know, the pressure wasn't enough. And I've heard this from a lot of people. So what I did was I just cut a piece of 110-pound cardstock and I wrote shim on it. And I always use this in addition to the rest of these pieces. So I'm just going to put this on and this on. The order doesn't really matter. And this on. I'm going to hit my timer. So now this is timing. This is going to make sure this is all heated up really good before we actually run it through our die cutting machine. So this is just we're going to let that sit there for a second. And here, while this is heating up, I'll show you a sample. This is one card sample that I did. This is using the stars with the red foil. Isn't that pretty? And this one, we're doing the star one again. This card was done by Melody on our design team, and she foiled all those pieces. Isn't that great? I just love that. Okay. All right. So we are good to go. This is green. I'm going to slide this out. Bring this over so you can kind of see it. Put it in here. And just you're rolling it through just like you would your die cutting machine. And I'm going forward, and then I'm going to go back. That should be enough. Then just to keep this hot, I'm just going to bring it back over here. Put it in there, snap it in place. And take this off. Hopefully that was hot enough. I'm going to flip this over, and then here's our reveal. That turned out great. Isn't that pretty? All right, let's do another one, because that was so fun. Yeah, so you can use that again, but I'm gonna show you on a different one that we're gonna do a reverse for that. So now let's go ahead. This comes with this rubber mat. Move these out of the way. And then you can just take this. See, and this is hot, and it's because this is so heavy. If it's a smaller foil or a smaller plate, that little magnet thing works better. But anyway, I'm just putting it on this to cool it off. All right, let's do another one. Let's do this one. Okay. So now we've got this plate. I love the waves. And I just wanted also to show you on white versus on blue, like a dark color. So again, you've got two sides. Shiny, pretty side down. Here's my white cardstock. Okay. There we go. Okay. We've got our shim. Let that heat up a second. This is another one that I did. This is really pretty. And then I'm going to show you how to do the reverse. So we'll do that. Here is another one, which is cool. Let's see, did I add a couple other samples sitting here? Here's one. This one, this was also Melody. Isn't that pretty? Really cool background. And, okay. Let's pull this out. So Harriet's done a little bit of foiling. Okay. Just going to go through one more time. And you can play with this, you know, play with smaller scraps. You'll get a feel for how long you want to keep it heated up. I'll slide this back in here so it stays hot. This off. And where did my little, okay. All right, ready for the reveal? This is the best part. That turned out really pretty. Now this is where it moved a little. I could have taped it, but again, for this demo, I didn't think it mattered that much. But, and then you can cut this down. Isn't that pretty? All right, now let me show you.
Would a Cuttlebug work?
Yeah, any, if it holds, you know, that's a really good question. So someone was asking about the Cuttlebug. I don't have the Cuttlebug. It has to be, the plates have to be, you know, like the thickness that would go through a Big Shot or a Spellbinders Platinum. So I am not for sure. Has anybody else used a Cuttlebug for this? Again, this thickness is like your die cutting plates, like the, I'll show you. Like these are the plates that I use to go through, you know, like this kind of die cutting. So if your Cuttlebug uses these kind, then you're good to go. Okay. Oh, Cuttlebug is not wide enough, Sandy said. Okay, thank you, Sandy. All right, so now I want to show you, we're going to take this one off. Okay, that does not work when it's, okay, go, go, go. There we go. There. Okay, now we're going to use our solid plate. So you end up, put that on to start heating. This has to heat up a little bit longer. So with the solid plate, you know, usually you get this little piece and you're like, okay, that's trash. I've already used it. Well, if you have a solid piece, you can now do the reverse, which is so awesome. So let's, again, this is colder. This has got to heat up a little longer. We may let that sit for a minute. You're going to take pretty side down again. And then you're going to take your cardstock and just have white here. Lay that on there. And I trim my foil down to be as close to the size as possible there, because sometimes it'll heat up and get on everything else. So, but I'm going to put my shim on here. That's going to keep that clean. And that. Set the timer. And that. Okay, so this is heating up. And then again, this is what I did the reverse of this one. I love this little one here. Here's an example that I did for a graduation card. I just think that looks really stunning. So that would be the solid piece, not the reverse. And this could, I mean, you could do a book, make this a bookmark or something. Be kind of cool. So that's that one. Okay. I won't jump too soon on this. The next thing we're going to do is use a die. This is just a regular die cut, but we're going to be able to foil with that as well. So it's kind of cool. Whole nother look. All right, Sophie, nobody's out there. Okay. All right, so now that stopped blinking. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And I'm going to go through forward. And I'm going kind of slower with the pressure. Like, if I'm just die cutting, I just go zip, zip, go fast forward and back a couple times. But I just want this to really set in. Again, you can play with your shims. I know some people would get, kind of frustrated the first couple times because they don't know how hot, they're not sure if that's hot enough. So just take a smaller piece of the foil and, try it out. Plug this in again. Let's pick this up. Okay, so now we're going to peel this piece off. Now this, when you do the reverse, it's going to have a little bit more of a distressed look. So not everything comes off, but I still think it's really cool. So that's your reverse. Where'd that solid? There you go. Isn't that neat? So then you can use all of that. It's going to make a great background. I did, let's see. I was trying to see if I had another sample of that one. Here's a couple other samples for that little Art Deco one. And I just used our rectangle dies to trim it down. But this is an A2 size card, so you could trim that down like that. Let's go on to the next one. And, oh, there's my tweezers. Okay. Slide that one off. Good, and these do get hot. Okay, so you may think, well, wait a second, that's a die. It's going to cut the paper. It's not. This is kind of cool. So I'm going to put that on there. And did I cut a piece of foil yet? Thought I had another piece already cut. Maybe not. No. All right. Oh, that's hot. It's about this size. All right, let's cut this one down. Okay, you know what I do? Set this on here. Make a little mark. I can move this off. And put it back with the right foil so you know which one you're using. Okay, lay this on here. Could have done that a little bit. Okay. My paper on here. I might be off the edge a little, that's all right. It does have little grid marks, and again, you can tape it. But, okay. May have moved a little. Don't worry about it. Get your timer going. Okay. And I think I have a sample of one of those. Well, that's okay. All right. Let's wait, give this another second. Okay. So we're just kind of waiting for that to go solid. This is, while we're waiting for that, this is, so when you get the toner cards, I'll show you these in a minute, but this is our Stars and Stripes. So you're getting 8 sheets. You're going to get 2 of each of these designs. So it's kind of fun. Again, those are the toner-based one. Okay, it is solid. Let's go ahead and pull this out. This is really fun just to try different things. Try your different dyes, try different colored foils. So when I'm going forward and back, this is, again, it's not going to cut the paper because it's kind of not really tight. I haven't used the dyes a ton. Let's hope this one works. Okay, looking kind of cool. You ready? Oh, that is really cool. Can you guys see that? That's neat. I love the fact that it doesn't cut it. It just gives this really elegant foil. So think of any of the dies that you guys have that you could do that. You could play with those. I'm kind of curious. I'm really curious about this. I have these nestables. Shall we try it? Let's try this. I'm really curious.
Some of the folks feel like this is a little maybe difficult. They'll be watching your video over again.
Well, that's what the video is for. So again, we could do the reverse of this one, which would really be cool. I know a lot of people had asked about the foiling, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and share with you, and we will put this on YouTube. Okay, so again, I have not done this before, the nestables before, but I'm really curious. I'm going to line these up to see what kind of, this may be a total fail. I don't know. I'm checking it out with you guys. So let's do gold. Again, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Let's cut this down. This may be a really cool frame if it works. All right. So there's our
Did you
dies.
place the cutting edge of the die up?
Yes, so the cutting edge is up because we want that texture to show. Just like, so here's I glue, I kind of taped them together. And that tape is going to get really hot, so that'll be interesting to see if that's going to be a mess. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to drop the foil on top of that. This may, again, maybe a total fail. I don't know. Here's my paper. I'm going to drop that on there. We got our shim. I'm going to turn that on to get started. This will be interesting. May total be a Mia. We'll see. I'm daring to be artsy. I'm trying something new with you guys. Okay. So that's heating up. We're letting that go. What else can I show you? I did this in kind of this copper. This is a reverse of that one. So you can see, again, it's a little more distressed looking, but kind of cool. And you could go in and die cut this out. We could do that. How many of these plate? Just while we're waiting for that to heat up. Just going to put that in there. Then this will be ready to go. Oh, wait. It's moving around on me. It's because I'm not using any tape. That is solid green, so that's ready for us. Oh, one more. Okay, so this is ready for a background. Fun card, yay. All right, let's do this. It's going to be interesting. Oh, good. Harriet's got her YouTube and Facebook open. Perfect. All right, let's take bets. How many people think this is going to work? Give me a thumbs up if you think it's going to work. Okay. It's the test. It's starting to get kind of hot. Okay. Whoops, there's the reveal. Oh, awesome. Look at that. It actually, I don't know if you can see it, it even got, it got some of the dots. The dots are the embossed part of the, we could put that on.
Yeah, try that.
Should we try that? Okay, I need another piece of cardstock. All right, let's go for the reverse. Okay, that's on there. So yeah, this will be interesting. Pretty side down. Then we could use our oval dies the bigger die to get another frame. Oh, that really is kind of neat. Okay. Let's put our shim down. Turn that on here a second. There's our timer. Okay. Do you see our ovals? Do you see our other oval dies? Kind of cool to cut this out and really see. Yeah, it may be hard to find. Oh, do you have it? Yay. That's the oval? Oh, that's the circles. That's all right. That's right. What I might make later is use this with this new stamp set. This is our Here's to You, because I think this could be really cute with this. Oh, here.
I don't know if you can put this one back.
Yeah. Okay. Here's our oval dies. Oh, we might pull one out and see what happens. Okay, let me just put there for a sec. Okay, this is ready to go. So let's see what this looks like. I really like how these detailed dies turned out. Kind of neat to know you can use it more than one way. All right. Okay, cool. Now it looks like it's all done, but there's actually the plastic is on there. Could leave the plastic on, then it would not be as distressed looking. But stick it in my hand. Okay, what's the next size up from this? This might be kind of cool too. I need this die cut. This out. Bigger oval. Yes, taping would probably be wise here. I'll just peel that off. Ooh, we could. Oh, you know what we'll do? Let's do one on the inside too. More tape. Here's tape. It is time to play. You guys need to do this too. Try different things. Some will work, some might not. That is okay. I have no idea what this is. Did it cut through? Now we have this nice little gold oval, and we've got this frame that's got this kind of cool, different look. Isn't that neat? And then we got scrap.
So Lori's wondering if heating the solid plate a second time and running it through the machine again would cut down on the distressed look.
Probably. This takes, this is a bigger flat surface. So heating this, yeah, we could have hit it, the timer probably, and go, I'm just impatient. But yes, you're right. I think the key is it needs to be hot. So again, by testing it out, you're like, yeah, it's going to need to be longer. But that gives you an idea of what you can do with it. So again, definitely heat them up. All right, so we've talked about this. Let me talk briefly about the toner ones. We're not going to do the toner ones because you need a you need, let me see, hold on. You need a laminating machine or a mink machine. And where did that other foil go? That's the rainbow foil. The box.
Oh.
Where? I'm looking for the one that had. Go grab. Don't, you guys are totally gonna laugh at my space. Go grab one that's one of the Pink and Main foils. Oh, I just stood on it. It's all good. It's on my feet. Okay. All right. And the reason I'm bringing this out, there are different foils for the laminating sheets, but I have to recommend Pink and Main's foil. It's called a transfer foil. Again, this does not have an adhesive on the back like the other foils. It sticks to the toner. It sticks to this because this gets sticky when it's heated up, and so the foil sticks to that. What's really cool about Michelle from Pink and Main, her foils have 25 feet. This is 25 feet of foil, and it's about the same price as some of the other foils. So if you're going to do toner cards, go to Pink and Main to get your foil, because that's what I recommend. And we do carry it here in the store, but yeah, so and check that out.
Toner cards work.
So again, you're going to do